Hi everyone, and welcome to another installment of Linux Terminal Love. This is a little series I'm doing of tips and tricks for the terminal. Learning how to use a terminal may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I believe that if you like trying different distros, learning how to use a terminal allows you to configure certain things or troubleshoot in a confident way. Before I begin, if you are new to Linux or the terminal, a great tutorial has been published by Ubuntu and it's great to have a look at. I'll leave the link in the video description down below. Today I'd like to talk about the watch command. The watch command essentially allows you to monitor the output of another command, particularly if that command has something that is constantly changing. There's some explanation in this little tutorial here, but I'll demonstrate with some examples. Now to do that, let's quickly bring up a terminal. It's probably best to start by having a quick look at some of the options that the watch command gives us. To do that, we simply type watch-h. There's a few here. Probably the most useful one is this one here, which is -n, which explains here that it'll tell the watch command how often it reruns whichever command you're trying to monitor. The best way to discuss this is probably by looking at some examples. In this little tutorial, it uses the date example. Now, normally, the date command prints out your date and the current time. However, if you'd like to have that displaying and updating constantly, we use watch. And in this example, it tells us to say watch and date. Now, as you can see here, the watch command by default updates your whichever command that you're running every 2 seconds. That just looks a little bit weird when you're watching something like the time. So let's get out of that by pressing Ctrl+C. And we can use the -n option to maybe change it to every second so it doesn't look so weird. So we type watch-n followed by a space and then the number of seconds that you would like the watch command to rerun whichever command you're monitoring. So in this case, let's say 1 and then date. There you go. As you can see here, the seconds is updating every second. Ctrl+C to quit. Another useful option is the differences option. What this does is it highlights the changes between the updates. So still in our example, if we want to use watch again with an interval of 1 and showing the differences for the date command. Now my terminal does something a bit weird there. It somehow goes back to the line and overwrite things. I don't know how to fix it. If anyone knows, please hit me up. But when we run the command, as you can see here, it's updating every second, but also highlighting the changes. Ctrl+C to quit again. So what are the other useful things you can do with the watch command? Something I sometimes do is I use it with the sensors command in order to monitor my CPU temperatures. So what I would do is simply type watch and sensors. And as you can see here, it's updating my CPU temperatures as well as a few other things like my GPU parameters. I sometimes do this when I'm doing something CPU intensive and I want to make sure that my cooling is effective and I'm not thermal throttling my CPU. and we can Control C to quit that again. Another example might be if you are doing something where a file size is changing, for example, recording a video, and you want to make sure that it's being written to disk. You can watch the actual file size as well. So what you would do is run watch along with the ls command. So in this situation, let's just check that I've got my video file recording. I think it should be in videos. And what I can do here is go watch ls LA. There you go. We'll just leave that running for a little bit, and as I'm talking to you, you can see the file size of my video file is increasing. You can use it to, for example, monitor a download file that's changing, or if you're copying a file to somewhere, you can just monitor that as it's going along as well. Another quick example might be using the watch command to monitor the amount of free RAM you have. So you simply combine the watch command with the free command, and we'll use -H to show it in human readable figures. There you are. You can see that it's not really changing very much because I'm not really doing anything that's memory intensive right now. Control C to quit. I'll leave a few articles down below of some of the information that I used to learn about the watch command for this video. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching again. I'm having a lot of fun learning about the terminal and sharing it with you guys. Bye for now.